Hello, and welcome to the show with Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. Reviewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday, and interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, that guy, James J., alongside the leader of Squad, Felipe Yas.
And let's just hope I don't lose signal this time, because back from mainland, back on mainland, brother.
And the American Scooter Dust, who will not be joining us tonight. But it was a good week for Wrestling with Entertainment as we interviewed Damien Corvin, incredible interview from South Ireland, Northern Ireland actually. Um, Damien, incredible human being, incredible wrestler, and I can't say enough good things about him. Definitely go to check out that interview, and if you're in Northern Ireland, donate to Angels List. There's a link in the description of that interview that will take you to their Instagram. So you definitely want to check that one out. And then obviously on Wednesday, we interviewed Starbuck, um, the founding father of Finland's pro wrestling. Before Starbuck, there was no pro wrestling in Finland. We talk about that. We talk about his time in Japan. Um, Wrestling Keiji Muto, Wrestling in Korakuen Hall, the documentary that they made about him, covering Bad Street Atlanta, Bad Street by the Freeboards, and a hell of a lot more. Can't recommend that one enough as well. This upcoming Tuesday, we have Carson Guildback. Interesting interview with a fantastic guy. Um, Carson is in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. We talk about his current rivalry with the Coven of the Goat, his love of Peeps, Tokyo Ghoul, friendship with Aaron Wade, and a hell of a lot more. And a pretty good road story as well. And this upcoming Wednesday, we got Vicky Two Times. Vicky cannot say enough good things about her from England. We talk about her relationship with Amross J. We talk about putting her career on the line, winning the honor or the Castle Honor Trophy. And we also talk a little bit about Animal Crossings and some paranormal experiences. So you definitely want to check that out on Tuesday, but don't take my word for it. Here's some stuff. So, reviewing Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
That was the dumbest decision I've ever made. I've been in the ring with Tank and Cruel, and I would rather do that again than drink Flamin' Hot Cheeto Mountain Dew. I saw it, and me and Wade, we try not to drink sodas very often, but when Mountain Dew puts out a new flavor, we'll buy one and try it. Well, I told Wade, I was like, listen, dude, this is gonna be bad. Let's just buy one and we can both just try it. Well, for some reason, I said, Wade, I was like, video this, because I feel like it's going to be hilarious. And I just took the drink, and man, it was the biggest, worst decision I've ever made. It was so disgusting.
Yeah, the thing is, I could talk for hours about this sort of thing, because this is what I feel passionate about. Like, my roommate, he's really skeptical, whereas I'm super into this stuff. Like, a part of me is maybe skeptical, but I like to not be, because I'm more of I like to believe these things because it brings me joy. And I dabbled in the whole ghost hunting thing. I have this really weird auntie. Me and her have fallen out now, but she used to take me ghost hunting. She had a black box. Her house is very, very creepy. It feels like it has this weird energy. she did do a Ouija board in her house a few times, so it kind of makes sense. You can kind of connect the dots there. But like she has night vision cameras like all the time. She gets this weird like stuff on it and whatever. But like I have a Ouija board. I've always been afraid to use it because I'm scared that I wouldn't know how, and like I'd somehow summon a demon or something. Freaks me out.
Alright, now that we're done putting ourselves over, it's a great day for wrestling because we are wrestling with the news. And it is official. AEW Collison, the first show, will be at the United Center. Is CM Punk going to appear or is CM Punk going to appear? Here we go.
Well, that just seems to be the question. He would have to, right? They wouldn't do it in Chicago if he wasn't coming back.
I mean, we're either getting CM Punk or Colt Cabana at this point.
I mean, but it's people want it just for the sake, but is CM Punk coming back in Chicago really as big as it ever will be? Because I feel like everything happens in Chicago. It has to be CM Punk.
I mean, it's just.
Let him,
I mean,
it seems like that's the only crowd that'll accept him.
not necessarily. I mean, my thought on the matter is, if when we stop talking about him, that's when he doesn't become relevant. And he hasn't been on TV for literally 9 months, and we cannot stop talking about CM Punk. But whether you like him or not, he draws in attention and attraction. So whether you like him, whether you love him, you're going to get a response from the viewers, and it's going to be a positive response from the Chicago fans for sure.
Yeah, because they care about him. I mean, my thing is that it's just atonement. Is he atoned to CM Punk, or is he just whatever CM Punk? Big difference.
I don't know. I feel like the issues are as big as the issues were with CM Punk and because the fight was between the Bucks and Kenny to a lesser degree, and Punk. And it seems like everybody's bad mouthing CM Punk except the Bucks and Kenny. Oh, he's a cancer. Oh, I knew he was no good from the beginning. Everybody is putting their 2 cents in a situation that they wasn't a part of.
But my thing is, are they putting that in because it's a tipping point of what the culture is now, or is it because of CM Punk? Does that make sense?
So,
So that's where the question lies. Is this because it's CM Punk's a bad person, or is it just because, oh my God, that was the ultimate WWE guy? And I mean, he's an indie guy, but everything he said was opposite of, you know, WWE esque.
right.
And like I say, you either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain.
I
And
feel like
he's the villain.
I feel like he's had 9 lives at this point. He's been the hero. He's been the villain. He's been the hero. He's been the villain.
True, he has been both. I'll give you that. I just think, personally, I have to see something different from CM Punk. Because you remember, I'm his guy. That was my guy. So, granted, some of the stuff he has been saying recently has valid merits, but I'm still in the camp of, okay, um, you have to show if you happen to have fault in it, to show that you have fault in it. And show atonement for having those faults. We're all human, man. We all fuck up.
My question to you is: Has the Young Bucks shown any opponent?
I doubt it. I doubt the Mega and the Bucks shown any atonement. But then again, no one's talking shit about the Bucks, and that's another question in general because it's like, are they not talking shit about the Bucks because of the simple fact that the Bucks are the reason they got a job, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a big can of worms all along. But if Punk is the person who is slated to be quote unquote the bigger guy of the situation, you know, because the Bucks don't have that. They have an audience, but now that Punk's audience is way bigger, right?
Oh yeah.
So who you think they're gonna listen to?
Well, this this has been the hot button topic for everybody. If there's going to be an AEW brand split, one Saturday show group and one Wednesday night group, which would honestly sound like a great idea. And it
But see, the first question is it going to be one belt? Or are they going WWE route? Or are they going, you know what I'm saying?
it would have to go WWE route, I suppose. And at some point, have a Roman-esque character that isn't MJF win both titles and hold them for over 1,000 days. Um,
And have his family join in. You know, and people
uh,
say it have a polarizing audience of he can do it and he can. I'm getting sick of this shit. It
but
sounds familiar.
I kind of feel like a collision will be treated like the island of a mystic corpse. All the people that don't identify as, the indie flip floppers, like the Young Bucks, the Jungle Boys, the Brian Cutlers, will be on Collision. And so you got CM Punk, FTR, possibly the Acclaim, Thunder Rosa,
Uh,
Thunder Rosa, and so
you think
basically,
Rosa?
well, I mean, the people that have issues with the obviously the mainstays, the Bucks, Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, etc.
Adam Cole, Jericho.
So Jericho,
See, but Jericho's a very important piece in that, right?
is he though?
I mean, the rumor with Punk was the reason that Collision even became a thing.
Right,
So, does Jericho follow?
right. But I mean, I feel like the workers, if they're going to split it up, like I feel like they're going to split it up, and the people that have issues with the other people, CM Punk, Thunder Rosa, FTR, they're going to be on the Saturday show. All the indie guys are going to be on the Wednesday show, and the Saturday show is probably going to have the better wrestling and storytelling. Wouldn't you agree on that?
Kind of like SmackDown.
Yeah, an unintentional better show.
I mean, we'll see. We don't know until it goes, right?
Right,
So, night one, we'll see night one how they're going to do it.
right,
Because remember, it also could just be another excuse for After Dark.
right. And Sabu made
So,
his AEW debut last Wednesday. And there's already speculation that he will be doing a match for AEW. Tony Khan said that there might be business going on, depending on who you ask. Is it a good idea for Sabu to get back in the ring for a match at AEW?
um, Only if Sabu can do Sabu shit that Sabu does. I don't. Because when you think of Sabu, technician is not on your fucking list. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's the
so
suicidal, homicidal, genocidal. Oh wait, he won by headlock takeover.
yes, a schoolboy roll up.
Yes.
Like, so let's see. I mean, that's my issue. It's not going to be the Sabu we know. It's going to be a shell of the Sabu we know.
You think he would be a great last opponent for Goldberg?
Perfect. Just throw a chair at him and kind of strut like a parka and take a jackhammer and call it a day.
What's the match, Tony? What's the match? Alright, and yeah, let's go to WWE. WWE news. Gable Stevenson, has yet to make his WWE debut. He's actually eyeing a 2024 Olympic run, defending his title. Is that necessarily a good idea? Because if you come in WWE, oh, you're Olympic champion. But if you're Olympic champion and then you defend that championship and lost, it takes a little bit of the glimmer off of
Mystique?
it, you know?
Not really, because they're not gonna untake his gold medal he won. You know what I mean? And he's already lost before, so it's not like shocking.
Well, I mean, look at this way. Kurt Angle won the gold medal in '96. He was in
Yes,
WWE in '99. So
yes,
3 years after he won the gold medal, he never
right,
defended the gold medal at the Olympics in 2000. So I
right,
mean, it was never one time defending gold. He was gold medalist Kurt Angle.
right. And that's the same thing that, like, it's the same thing with Stevenson. So even if he, let's say he goes in 2024 and loses and doesn't get gold, that doesn't mean he didn't medal in 2020, right? He's still an Olympic gold medalist, just
But
not a current Olympic gold. So semantics there.
hypothetically speaking, if another American actually wins the gold medal at those Olympics, do you cut Stevenson and go with that person? Sign him?
Fuck no. Hell no. They done already spent the money. The money's already invested. And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Alright, fair enough. Um, WWE is thinking about bringing in independent wrestler named Richard Holliday.
Who?
Yeah, that's different countries, honestly.
Not
W,
literally. Who?
he comes out to Madonna, Richard Holiday.
Oh, well, I should have went to Double or Nothing. Maybe I'll figure out who he was.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but I would like to have more info.
Uh, if you believe in rumor and innuendo, WWE is looking to make cuts before Money in the Bank. So before July 1st, we might get some releases. If you're WWE fan, obviously this is not good news, but who would you say would be on the chopping block at this point?
Um, I don't know. Because honestly, that roster's so thin already. Like, ooh.
Well, we were talking about this last week. Could Bray Wyatt be a part of those cuts, considering that it's been a lackluster 6 to 8 months he's been there?
I mean, not really, because the money's invested. Bray's interesting because everybody's teasing that he's coming back. So why would they bring him back just to cut him?
I mean, it's WWE. Sometimes, yeah, you put the investment in, but sometimes you just have to cut your losses. If he's not going to, you know, fulfill the full commitment of, setting up a rivalry and staying healthy enough to complete that rivalry, then you're essentially throwing away money, I would say.
I mean, if that's the case, then John Cena and them should have been cut a long time ago. You know how many wrestlers got injured on the way to the rivalry?
I mean, like,
Now, I could see I wouldn't say it's because of the injury. I would be thinking more because of creative losing their patience.
right.
Different argument. Now, that argument I will take. The other one, semantics.
On the female side, I would have to think um, Emma, Tegan Knox, or Candice
No,
LeRae.
Emma, no.
I mean, you're Emma fans. Of course you're going to say that.
No, not Emma.
Yes, Emma.
No.
What has Emma done in the last 6 months?
What have they put Emma in position to do within the last 6 months? Answer the question with a question, which is disingenuous at best.
So
But
you're blaming creative essentially. But
because they didn't, I mean,
but let me
I feel bad for Emma because Emma shouldn't have got cut the first time. The first time they cut her, it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
but wasn't the first time and maybe the second time at this point where just they do give her something and she says no to it? Or do you not remember Emelina?
Well, Emmalina was not her personality.
I wouldn't
I
say
don't
that
know
it
who the
was
fuck.
Carmella's personality either, but she still worked it.
But Carmella, how can I put it? Mela seems that way because she's from New York. Emma looks like a humble next door neighbor girl from Australia. Which one you think is gonna work? You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like sometimes, yeah, the gimmick you could try it, but it's if it's not their personality, it's not their personality.
Now, another like rumor on the window. Raw, they're thinking about making the third hour of Raw more adult. So does this mean that we're getting Raw Underground Part 2?
Is it wrong to go on part three? I mean, define adult. To me, I think it's just, dude, common sense situation. Let's treat it as such. You know what I mean?
I got you.
They do too much with it. And it's not that at all. Just instead of trying to make it more adult, just make it more and that's probably a thing between creative and the wrestlers. Make it to where it can actually feel like the personality is coming out, to where it's like, damn, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example for me personally, when Solo and Jay is going at it, I understand because I have a brother, and I'm like, yo, I get it, Jay, I get it. You want to whoop his ass, you big brother, and here he go going with your cousin. And I personally been in that situation, so personally, you see what I'm saying? But that's just something where it's just more like where the wrestlers are gonna have some give and take with it. It's just it took Roman fucking years to figure that out.
Right. I mean,
So
though
I mean,
when they did actually do Raw Underground, they did have those like three dancing girls. I mean, we could maybe have Raw girls on Raw, just dancers like what are they called? Nitro dancers.
I do not want to see no goddamn Nitro Gold, whatever the fuck. Just I would say make the storylines more adult oriented to where it makes common sense and make call it a day. It's not that hard. Not that hard at all.
But could they say shit? Could they be allowed to say shit?
I would add in more bucks and goddams. I don't know about shit, but you know,
So
but I would give them the autonomy to make that call. But then again, it's gonna sound forced because it's like Chad Gable, shut the fuck up, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even you see what I'm saying? It don't even sound right.
what? I guess we'll
So,
just see at this point if something does come up.
what Cody gonna do that makes you think that he's gonna be goddamn adult oriented?
I could say this, but I don't. I could say things, but I really don't want any backlash. So I'm not.
Oh God! All right, you got it.
Um. So speaking of, don't want to say backlash, but um, New Japan did resurgence in Long Beach, and the main event match was Mercedes Money versus Willow Nightingale
Monet.
for the oh shit, we need to put a title on Sasha so she stays happy and stays in our company championship.
That's
Um
what it felt like. Because I was like, I first sat there, I was like, why the fuck are they doing this when they have an IWGP? And someone said, well, IWGP, this is the New Japan Strong Style. I'm like, then why don't they have a New Japan Championship? And no one could answer that question.
well the oh shit, we need to put a title on Sasha to keep her happy in our company championship. The winner of it was Willow Nightingale. Um if you were there, even if you wasn't there, Monet had some type of an injury to her ankle. She was carried out of the arena, out of the ring at least.
Yep.
And from what I'm hearing, an audible had to be called in the middle of the ring. What are your thoughts, AJ?
I I I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw Mercedes. get her ass tossed, and I was like, she hurt.
Right. I mean,
Which
uh, there was a moment where they were
it,
on the ropes and Monet just fell off of the apron.
well, not even that. It was more like when Willow won, there was crickets, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And it took for her to get carried out to be like, "Oh shit, that's what happened."
Right.
And then it did help Willow fucking pick her ass up and powerbombed her again. Yes, yes, buddy.
Right.
So yeah, there's that.
What do you feel about this current run that Monet in New Japan? Because it doesn't seem like it necessarily is going as well as it could be.
Well, I mean, if it was going as well, they would have kept the belt on her and then had her not lose it in the first place. Because this totally felt like the Kenny Omega U.S. Championship situation from the first show in Long Beach. The only difference is that one went as smooth as you get, and this one was like, oh shit.
I mean,
That's the that's the difference.
you kind of have to hand it to New Japan for literally calling an audible in the ring. The
Oh,
scoreless
Sasha
call.
called the audible. The number was that she called it.
Well, if you don't know, I'm assuming she didn't know the severity of her injury.
So she knew
And
it enough to fucking get me the fuck out this hospital to the hospital.
right, that says something about Mercedes that she called that audible because if you win the championship and then have to relinquish it immediately, that's not a good look for your new title. A la Finn Balor.
True. I mean, but nah, because I think the Universal Championship actually, once it got to someone who actually gave a damn, people gave a damn about, then it went as what they thought it would go, right?
I mean, if CM Punk did that in All Out
Don't even start.
with Moxley, yeah, maybe we wouldn't be in the position that we're in. But maybe Monet is more of a man than CM Punk.
Wow. Damn, more of a man than CM Punk.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna be such a sick born on CM Punk. I did not see that coming myself.
Damn, man. Just cold blooded right there.
Yeah.
Oh well. CM Punk, I still got your back. You just gotta stop being fucking crazy.
All right. Um, that will conclude the news. And now a quick word from our sponsor. So,
Rogue Energy, the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, whether it be juices, shakes, smoothies, and everything else in between. Their low calorie, no sugar energy formula is the perfect alternative to sugar filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Their extreme formula provides the most energy, focus, and sports performance possible. Their hydration line offers focus, ingredients without the added caffeine. Drink it anytime you're thirsty. And their shake formula is so delicious. Who doesn't love a cookies and cream, 0-calorie energy milkshake? First and foremost, they've designed every Rogue product line with performance and effectiveness in mind. It is critical that you look at the nutrition panels of drinks when comparing options. There are countless off-brands out there that are presenting low-quality, poorly dosed formulas that amount to expensive caffeine water. Every formula they produce is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients. Additionally, you won't find a powdered gaming drink brand that dissolves better. No need to have chalky textures in your drink. Their taste profiles are unmatched, specifically designed for gamers, athletes, students, entrepreneurs, people with hectic schedules, individuals with low energy, podcasters who can't shut up, people who are health conscious, and so much more. Great as both a pre-workout and as a coffee energy drink replacement. Specifically designed every Rogue product line to be the best gaming drink on the planet. Rogue Energy, more focus, more wins.
Use promo code WRESTLINGWITHE for 10% off your next purchase. And we are wrestling with AEW Double or Nothing 2023. It's tomorrow, I believe.
To kick off a whole Memorial Day weekend of literally being in the house and just doing nothing but being a lazy couch potato and watching wrestling. Considering that on our end, WWE starts at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Literally right now, as we speak, Night of Champions is going on. But yeah, it takes place tomorrow in Paradise, Nevada, at the T-Mobile Arena. Um, Looking at this card, I mean, it's not a bad card, but it's definitely not what it was last year, and it's somewhat predictable. And that usually makes my interest go down.
Wayne,
What say you,
yes.
Kaligo?
I mean, true, but I think if I remember right, this was supposed to be, this is like their equivalent of WrestleMania
Uh,
in a sense.
this is the SummerSlam, I would say.
Or, I mean, don't they have that little thing with the chips? So I'd say Money in the Bank, right? Or something like that. Then what would be their WrestleMania? What is AEW's WrestleMania?
All out,
Oh,
because that's in
really? In
Chicago.
November? Jesus Christ. This is always in Chicago? Is that what you said it's all out because it's always in Chicago.
Yes.
See, I mean, they might as well change it to USWA and just be there all the time, like how Memphis wrestling used to be. But that's a whole nother topic. True, but they could surprise us. But I'll give them the benefit of maybe surprising us because there's got to be a fallout, and they got to get people invested to come to my neck of the woods on a Wednesday night at San Diego State University. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they'll pull a audible out their ass.
Like Sasha.
May and be the bigger man in the CM Punk.
Exactly. Um. Yeah. Let's get into it. The first match on the card, and I believe this is the main card, not the buy-in as they used to call them. I don't remember them doing a buy-in in quite some time. So, huh? Hey,
When was the last time they did a buy-in?
because nobody was buying in.
Well,
Um,
by the thing, by the way, I see they trying to give free tickets for fucking ordering a cheeseburger. I guess nobody's buying it.
we got the House of Black, Milwaukee Black, Brody Burger King, and Buddy Don't Call Me Pal Matthews versus Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn, the Acclaimed, for the AEW World Trios Championship match. World Trios titles. And the house rules or home rules or whatever you want to call them rules. Extreme rules. Who wins, Kalika?
Really? It ain't daddy ass.
So, because the house got hard, the ass don't win.
It's in Vegas. House always wins. See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there? Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good match though.
It'll
But
be entertaining to see thousands of people yell "Scissor me, daddy ass," and then get disappointed.
there's so many things I could say about that, but I'm not. Um, Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho in an uncensored match. With Sabu as the special guest enforcer. Who wins, Kaliko?
Now, this is an interesting match. Reason being because to me, this match is basically Adam Cole's existence, right? What has we been doing since he's been in AEW? What is his purpose in AEW? So, to me, I want to yell Adam Cole, but some tell me Sabu gonna help Jericho. Does it feel that way? Does it? Am I the only one that feels that way?
I was thinking that this is just a pit stop for Adam Cole because we're going to get Cole and MJF at the Wembley show. That's what it
But
kind of feels like they're leading towards.
why the fuck would Adam Cole be in Wembley? Well, let's do it this way. So you're saying if Cole wins, he gets the title shot.
Right.
What if he does not?
Then
What if he doesn't?
MJF is probably going to put him through the five butcher overdone five gauntlet matches of nobody gives a fuck extend.
Really? I think so.
Maybe
I
I don't know.
I
I honestly, my thoughts on the matter were Adam Cole wins. Adam Cole goes to the next pay-per-view, challenges MJF. That's what I thought. But
so basically Adam Cole has to win this match.
um,
If this was a must win, scale 1 to 10, the must win 1 to 10 is what?
I mean like an eight.
An 8? I'd say 10, but okay.
So you're going Jericho or Cole?
Difficult. Um, Hold on, let me get a coin. That's how much. If Cole is going to challenge at Wembley, then it has to be Cole. But the only reason I see Cole winning is if I see him winning the whole thing.
You mean dethroning MJF?
You have to.
I mean, do
It's
you?
either got to be the pillars, one of the pillars, or Cole. It can't be nobody else.
Well, it's definitely not going to be Jungle Boy.
So there you go, Adam Cole.
Yeah. Uh, Ethan Page and the Ass Boys versus the Hardy Men and Hook in a six-man tag match. A match nobody thought they never won. Who wins, Scooter? Kaliko?
I'm trying to get my Scooter voice. Well, I think. No, I'm just. Nah, I suck being a Scooter.
Scooter don't sound that manly, Kaliko.
Damn. But I hope you don't hear this playback. Anyway,
He's not listening.
the the Hardy Men? Question mark.
Yep, that's what I. That's what I think too. All right. Jade Cargill versus Tyler Valkyrie for the AEW TBS Championship. Um, did Nevada get hit by a snowstorm? Because this match is cold as fuck.
Which is why I think I'll go with the upset.
I go Cargill.
Jade Berg has to go.
I say Cargill wins. We get the return of Chris Statlander.
Oh, Chris Statlander.
Yeah,
So you think Chris Statlander is going to beat Jade?
I think Statlander has to be the one that beats Jade.
You say who?
Statlander. She has to be the one that
That's
beats
a
Jade.
think so.
I mean, Kaya doesn't need it. Beating Jade does nothing for her career. She's done it. She's been to the mountaintop. Um, it means more for Jade to beat Kaya, that's for sure. But what does it mean? What would it mean for Statlander to be the one who was almost an AEW original, getting the title from one of the most dominant forces in the company?
Yeah, but I think Statlander would be more of the real women's title more so than the TNT title. Perfect.
And that goes back to the popular girls versus the outcast girls. The Thunder Rosas and the Britt Bakers, essentially. And where does the Statlander fall in that category? I feel like that's another conversation for another time.
I think she's right an inch below Rosa. Actually, I think she an inch below Rosa, but she'd be above everyone else
Hmm. All right.
because it's not like her skills is the problem. It's her body as far as the way ACLs and shit. Not like her body, but
Right. So you're going Valkyrie or Cargill? I think Doug said Valkyrie.
well, you can. I was gonna say Valkyrie, but you convinced me otherwise, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, we got um Anarchy in the arena. The Blackpool Combat Club. Fun fact: none of them are from Blackpool. Brian, don't call me Danielson. John Moxicillin, Claudio Itacanoli, and Dord Wheeler Yuta versus Kenny Omega. The middle-aged Bucks and the one-eyed cowboy Hangman PG. So this is gonna be a clusterfuck of what the fuck for sure. But what say you, Leo?
Pretty much, pretty much. And I'm just trying to think who's gonna take the pin.
I feel like Yuta is gonna be the fall guy. Would have to be.
So you think the Blackpool guys who are not from Blackpool are gonna lose?
Well, if they win, and last year the Fields did win for Anarchy in the Arena, it led to Blood and Guts. So, and this is probably going to lead to Blood and Guts. So it would have Blackpool would have to win essentially. No,
Yeah, they would have to.
I also feel that Kenny is going to have to. If we're going to see CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, then they need to get him the fuck out of this rivalry as soon as possible. And this is the out. This event, I would say. Um,
Yeah, but they keep like what's the word? They gave this whole elite and you know what I mean? So whatever. I have no investment in it, but whatever.
Investment or not, who wins?
Don't care.
I will go the elite. Alright, women's world championship match. Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm. Who wins? Alito.
Oof, now this is interesting. Hater's been on a run, but not every champion can retain.
Can they go?
I don't think so. I'm gonna go Tony.
Going with Hagel. The Blackjack Battle Royal, 21-man Battle Royal for the AEW International Championship. The only one,
Jesus Christ.
the only person confirmed is Orange Cassidy. Who wins Toledo?
My mind, I want to say, you know who I wish would come out? What is his name?
I would
Oh
like
gosh.
I would like to see New Jack in the Blackjack Battle Royal.
Well, New Jack is dead, so
Yeah,
can't
I know.
can't can't really. I mean, Blackjack Mulligan. Why not?
I mean, if
What is his name? I
the
mean,
PL of the new
Miro.
Blackjack.
How about that? Miro.
I mean,
I don't know.
his rivalry with Orange Cassidy is legendary. Said no one.
So you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So there you go.
Miro. I heard that Andrade was coming back.
They got a lot of niggas that need to be coming back. Have you noticed that? Like,
Punk, Miro, Rosa, Statlander, to name a few.
to name a few.
Yeah. Um. Who do I want to win this match? Probably Orange Cassidy's just gonna win again. So Orange Cassidy. And all right.
Is the title meaningless with Cassidy?
Huh?
Is it meaningless?
I mean, it's essentially a third real title, isn't it?
You're better than me, because I couldn't tell you.
Alright, we got Wardlow with Arn Anderson versus Christian Cage and with Luchasaurus in a ladder match. Who wins, Lucha?
Wait a minute. What were those six again?
It's Wardlow with Arn Anderson versus Christian with Luchasaurus in a ladder match.
Wardlow. But then again, is it for the TNT title?
It is.
I feel like that title's a hot potato. They need to keep it on somebody to be stable. Wardlow.
Alright. No, I don't see Christian getting anything, honestly. Alright, FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Leto, with special guest referee Mark Briscoe for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Honestly, this is one of the more interesting matches on the card, just to see what will Mark Briscoe do. Um, But I also feel like it doesn't. There's so many good tag teams in AEW, and we're getting Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus FTR. You know what I mean?
Because, Jeff Jarrett, Mr. Nine Lives, that's the real Nine Lives, by the way.
You're not wrong about that.
So, yeah. I'm going to go, with that being said, FTR.
And this is the correct answer. Alright, and then you got the main event. The Four Pillows, four corner title match for the AEW Championship. MJF versus Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin versus Jungle Boy Jack. Who wins and why is it MJF?
Because all three of them are face-ish?
Guevara is not a face. They're trying to make a
I
face out
said,
of him.
I said face-ish. I didn't say face.
Mm.
Three of them are face-ish. One of them is heel, and it's always been designed. The one who got the least amount of odds will win. With that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if Darby Allin came out with that bitch.
What the fuck? How did
But
that
the
out of
only thing,
nowhere?
the only reason I think he won't is because of the simple fact that uh, he he shot himself in the foot when he said the TNT Championship is the only championship he ever cares about.
Well, I would say who remembers that, but you literally just reminded everybody. So
Yep. Oh, remember. You gotta have a remember. Everybody member. You member.
ooh, I remember. You remember? I
Pepperidge
remember.
Farm. Pepperidge Farm members.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I say MJF wins, but it's going to be Darby's going for the pin. He throws Darby out, and then he takes the pin. So Darby had the W, but MJF steals it from him.
I feel like he would steal it from Jungle Boy more so than Darby.
I mean,
Although,
but who would actually believe Jungle Boy would have a legitimate percentage of winning this match?
well, according to Scott Steiner, he's got 25 and a third because he's in the match.
No, but that's a triple threat, and and Scott Steiner was in that match, and people know he's not normal. He's a freak. And Kurt
He's
Angle
a
was also
genetic
in that
freak
match, and he knew that he wasn't even going to try. But
because Kurt Angle's not a genetic freak.
yeah, so that gives Jungle Boy 1.8 percentage of winning this match.
Pretty much.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
Plus, I also heard that Darby Allin wanted to climb a mountain, um, the big one.
Mount MJF, baby. Mount Kilimanjaro?
No, not Rushmore. I think you could do that easily.
No, Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro, not Mount Rushmore.
No, well, the one that Everest. He wants to climb Mount Everest. So,
What, so he can do a coffin drop from Mount Everest?
apparently, yeah, but apparently it's not no easy feat to go to climb Mount Everest. It takes about a year to 2 years to actually prep and to do it. Do you want at one side it's okay, it's cool press to have your champion climb a mountain, but do you need him off TV for 2 years to actually prepare for something like that?
What the hell that got to do with him being the champion? Boy, you better get his ass. Well, if climbing a mountain is more important than winning a title, then I guess MJF is just gonna win by default.
I heard that Whataburger will be hiring Sammy Guevara very soon, so good for him for getting more attention.
Damn. I mean, Jungle Boy might as well go to Jurassic Park and just become a fucking actual caveman. Like,
I mean, he could do he could be one of the attendants for Jungle Cruise, like Joey Ryan is doing now.
wow, Joey Ryan, how dare you?
Oh,
Joey,
I'm just so jaded, bitch tonight,
you
guys.
jaded right now, man. You're on a roll right now.
Only
It's
controversies for
Memorial
me.
Day. It's Memorial Day weekend, and you out here putting out hot takes.
So MJF put a win, correct?
Correct.
All right. I believe that will conclude our coverage of AEW Double or Nothing and this episode as a whole. Join us next Saturday as we review this show and Night of Champions. All our reviewing will be done next week. And obviously, whatever hot takes are happening in the world of wrestling as well. If you, first and foremost, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, put on YouTube and Castbox. Join us this Tuesday and Wednesday as we interview Carson Dilbeck and Vicky Two Thumbs. Follow the show at Wrestling with E, but on Twitter and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Where can we find Kaliko?
I am Kaliko, and Wednesday we're at my.
Alright, and of course you can follow Scooter at Scooter Dust, and on the remix when that happens. And we lost Kaliko as well. You can follow Kaliko at I am Kaliko. Alright, for Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.